PS90 Plus. This is Max Headspace 9mm, and you might be wondering what in the world I've been doing for the last few months. Well, truth be told, with ammo being as expensive as it is, I just haven't felt like actually going out and using much of it. I like hoarding it more than I like spending it. So I haven't been shooting a whole lot. No, I haven't been holed up in my house with coronavirus. I have been doing other things. In fact, some of the most exciting things that I do are building guns. And I've got a lot of new projects to share with you in the coming videos. And I've got some practice tips that I've been doing. Now you might be wondering, how do you practice without ammo? Well, actually, I've found that I have improved my skills more as a result of dry fire practice in my home than years of range time. On the range, you have limitations. You've got rules, things that you can't do. And in your house, you can do a lot of things more effectively, and it doesn't cost you any ammo whatsoever. But that's for another video. What we're going to look at today is the PS90. I've wanted one of these for a long time. And the thing that kept holding me back from it is the fact that this barrel sticking out that far, you know, it's not that much, but it's a big deal. To me, it is. This changes the nature of this gun so much. Now, if you handle this weapon and you go through the motions, you do all the manual of arms, you aim it, you fire it, you play around with it, it really is, you don't even notice that. It's just not a thing. But when you look at the gun, it really kind of feels wrong. And it's expensive, and you know, there's all this stuff about it. So I just didn't get one for the longest time. But I took the plunge recently out of frustration over not being able to shoot. So ultimately, this coronavirus has worked out really well for me. It got me to get a gun I've wanted for a long time. And I really like this thing. Now, the first time I got this home, I was looking it over, I took it out of the box, and I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, this looks to me like a big gun. It looks like the size of a standard AR-15 carbine. And, you know, but I like it. I like everything about it. I like the capacity. I like the ergonomics and all that. So I'm like, I'm committed. It's going to be great. Then I went to put it in my safe with my other guns. And when I put it in my safe for the first time, I was astounded at how small this thing really is. This is one of my favorite guns. This is my Ruger Charger. It's a 22. It's a tiny little thing. It's really easy to carry anywhere I go. And because it's so small, it's incredibly fun. This gun, one of the smallest guns I own, is bigger than the PS90. I don't know what it is about this gun, but it's kind of an optical illusion. It's so different looking, you really have nothing to relate it to when it comes to other guns. So, I'm getting to the point where I'm really excited about this thing. Now, there's a few problems here. I've got something in this box that I want to share with you that I'm super excited about from a company called Imperial Arms Company. I've gotten some things from them before, and I've been thrilled every single time. This product that's in here completely changes the nature of this gun in a very significant way. In fact, in every single metric, it makes this gun better that I've found. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to SBR this. It's worth it to me. But rather than cutting the barrel and doing all the modifications to this receiver, I'm going to do it to this receiver. This receiver is a billet receiver for the PS90. It replaces the other one. It makes it less wide because you don't have these going outside of the magazine. It lowers your rail about an inch below this one. And one of the things about this that I kind of don't like, and a lot of people don't like, is how high, once you put your optic on here, your line of sight is. You don't get a cheek weld. It's somewhere in between a cheek weld and a jaw weld. sort of no man's land where it's kind of confusing. You can't really lock your face into this thing for aiming purposes. You just find the reticle and you just kind of hang out there. Well, this puts your cheek right on here, and you can lock your face into this stock and really freeze to the weapon and get your accurate shots off every single time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the CMMG barrel and just basically build this receiver into my dream PS90 receiver. And then I'll have both sizes. I'm going to keep this, I'm going to keep this. It's like two different weapons in one, because I really don't hate this long barrel, you know. An extra 6 inches way out in the, I don't know, in the open desert or something like that, where space is not a factor. I might get an extra 150 to 200 feet per second out of it. So actually there is some benefit to this. But let me just show you a couple of things about this. This gun, you know, this has been around long enough. You guys know what this is, and you know how it works. But this gun is so compact. I absolutely love it. I'm not going to break it down any further than that because I just want to show you this is what you really want to see. Look how much smaller that is. You know, once the barrel's in, it's only going to protrude about an inch out past there. Look how narrow it is. And it's just beautiful. I mean, this thing, they matched the color, they matched, you know, the fitment. Everything about this is just beautiful. I just have to put the guts in it. And so I'm super looking forward to sharing that journey with you. This is my first SBR. I've never SBR'd a gun before. I've made pistols, but I've never gone through the process of SBRing a gun. And if you've ever been curious about that, I've done enough research about it that I'm not so scared anymore. It's really a pretty simple process. I've got enough suppressors now, and I've been down that road. This is actually a little bit easier process than getting a suppressor. And on most guns like AR-15s, the difference between a pistol and an SBR just isn't that great. On this, it's very big, it's very significant. So this is the one I'm going to make the plunge. And I hope that you'll enjoy the process. You may want to see, maybe, I don't know, maybe you want to see me put this magazine in here. Yeah, so that's it. That's the gun right there. Pretty compact actually, makes it even smaller, even flatter. And this receiver is actually lighter than this one. I mean, I know this has the barrel and a bunch of stuff in it, but if you just empty all those parts out of here and weigh both of these, this one's actually lighter. And being that this is milled out of a forged billet, it's even stronger. So just so excited about this build, and I can't wait to share the process with you, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun journey that we're going to take together. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being patient with me as we wade our way through this ammo shortage and coronavirus and presidential election and fires in the western states and all the craziness that's going on right now in 2020. We'll get through this, I promise you. And more than ever before, it's a really good time to have guns. This is Max Headspace 9mm. Have a good one.